So today I'm going to do a quick hip opening exercise. I decided to work on kind of my anger and my sadness and let it all go, and also get a little bit more flexible in my hips this month. So I'm going to share this video with you. It should be really simple. If you want, you can get a block. I rolled out a blanket to make it nice and cushy for myself. It's up to you, and let's get started. We're going to get into child's pose. Nice wide-legged child's pose with your knees about mat distance. If you want, you can sit on a block. If that makes it easier, if your knees hurt too, you can sit up a little bit higher. Take the strain off of there. But otherwise, go ahead and get down. You're going to reach our hands out, spread our fingers nice and wide, and want to be actively pushing back with our fingers. And so just your hands, and of course your legs, and your forehead on the mat, and pushing back into those hip bones. We're just going to stay here for a few breaths. This is a great place to get connected with that. Really feel your stomach expand and sink back into your hips and let go of some of that tension. Okay. In our next inhale, just come up and get on all fours. Shake it out a little bit. And do a couple cat-cows maybe, whatever you feel like you need. You can rock back, do some hip circles. And we're just going to inhale and step our left foot forward. So you want to have, just your foot right in front, shin bone right on top. And you're just going to inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale. And just remember to ground down and make sure that you're sort of, without actually moving your feet and your knees, you want to kind of actively pull your left foot and your right knee together. And on our next exhale, we're just going to shift the hips back. You can let this foot pop up a little bit, runner's lunge. Okay, and inhale. Go back up, exhale, bring our hands down on either side, and what we're going to do is put your right hand down flat, reach back for your foot. Just a little twist. If you can't reach, just try. Maybe you can hook just the pants, but if you can get it, you can go ahead and squeeze it in a little bit. Look over your shoulder towards your foot. And exhale, release down. We're just going to bring that leg back, wiggle out a little bit, and inhale, bring the right foot up. Again, set yourself up. You always want to ground down when you get into these kind of lunge poses. Make sure you got a good base before you rise up. Hold that for a second. Feel that stretch a little bit. And exhale, runner's lunge. Take a few breaths here. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. Really, you have all these muscles in your hips and different bones and things coming together at the joints, but you want to stretch everything around them a lot of times. A lot of times you find you have tension. It's really the things around them that are causing you troubles. Not strong enough, too weak. Could be either or. Okay, inhale. Shift forward, plant that hand down, reach back. Okay, then we're going to come back into that all fours. We're going to walk our hands out a little bit, about 6 inches above tabletop. We're just going to drop the hips, do little hip circles, one way. And then we're going to reverse it. Always breathing. Okay. Maybe sit back in child's pose for a second. And then you're going to sit up. And I'll turn so you can see. So we're going to bring our soles of our feet together. Little butterfly pose, just like gym class. And inhale. Wiggle them. This is just to warm up the hip flexors, sort of make you a little more elastic. Breathing in nice and deep, exhaling nice and long. Okay, warm up, and then you can push on your knees. If that doesn't, feel good, you can just chill. But you can push them down. Goal is to get them flat on the ground. As you can see, mine are really far away. So even if you're all the way up here, you're working towards something. So the floor is, I guess, the goal. Okay. All right, and then we're just going to take a nice wide-legged stance, kind of as wide as you can without straining yourself. If it feels like really uncomfortable, obviously you don't want to be in that position. You can even bring them in closer if it kind of feels strange on your hip flexors. Just going to inhale, sit up nice and tall, and then exhale. We're going to bring the hands forward. If you're up here, that's fine, chill. If you can walk your hands out a little bit farther, feel free, but just remember to breathe. Breathe into your hips and really relieve that tension as you come forward. Okay, gonna inhale, just walk the hands back nice and gentle, come up. We're gonna get a little stretch on the side going. So what you want to do is reach your hand. If you can't, your goal is, I guess, to get your forearm next to your calf. But of course you can reach out like this, you can be like this, and we're gonna reach over towards the leg to grab the foot. Twist and look up past your shoulder. Breathe. Every time you inhale, you want to get a little bit longer. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Okay, and then on our next inhale, we're going to come up. Maybe wiggle the legs a little bit, release some of that tension, and we're going to go over to the other side. So, nice dramatic movement, and keeping your chest really open, spiraling up. So look, you don't want to collapse. And inhale, we're going to come up. Then we're going to go into fire logs. So this one's a little bit tricky, I think, especially if you have tight hips. But just remember that if your knees are up, that's fine. You want to bring your first leg, the bottom leg, kind of parallel to your edge of your mat, and then stacking your knees on top. So as you see, sometimes you got to shift back a little bit. And you want, your knee to be on top of your foot. Your other foot is actually sitting on your knee. And you just want to sit up tall. And we really want to breathe in this pose. It can be really intense. So you want to take it slow. And again, normally my knee's higher actually, than this. So it's fine. And if your knee's right on top of your other foot, good job. You did it. We're all at different levels, so have to just be patient with yourself. Set a goal and try for it. Breathe deeply here. Try to release it down a little bit more. All right, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna pop that foot off of there. And I like to just sort of windshield wiper my legs a little bit, stretch them out. But whatever feels good, have a little shake. And then we're gonna do the other side. So stack those feet on top. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, feel that knee move just a tiny bit down every time you inhale and exhale. You want to feel that movement. Very active, changing. Don't just sit like a rock, unless I guess you've achieved the state of no mind and you don't need to think about it anymore. You just are. I'm not there yet, so I'll keep trying. Inhale, exhale, release. We're just going to come down onto our backs. So you want to do it with control. Use your core. Reach your hands out nice and slow. Take the legs long. We're going to inhale, exhale, bring the right knee into the chest. And your goal here is to kind of not just bring it into your chest so it's like poking your ribs, but bring it up and out to the side, so it's on the other side of sort of your rib cage. You know, not splayed out, but just sort of a little bit to the right. Inhale, exhale. Okay, and then inhale, we're going to bring up the left knee, switch out the right leg straight, and bring the left knee to the side of the ribs. Inhale, bring up the right knee with the left knee, get a little squeeze in, and exhale, we're going to take it out long. We're going to go into just a mini Shavasana, about 5 breaths. And what I've been thinking about today is the quote, Bodhisattvas renounce all things. The Buddha renounces renouncing. So some of you may be ready to renounce renouncing. I'm not quite. So right now we just want to renounce one thing, kind of relinquish all those worries, those little things that we can't do anything about right now. And take a minute to inhale and exhale all those worries away from us for just a few breaths. Go ahead and breathe here. Okay, so wiggle your fingers and toes a little bit. Start to come out of it. On your next inhale, you can roll over onto your side. Stay here as long as you need, but I'm going to sit up and say goodbye to you.